Greetings, fellow adventurers. You're watching Gamers Haven, where each episode is a journey through the wondrous realm of the human imagination. This is Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Part 2. I am your host, the Curious Wanderer. When we last played this game, we were about to take on a contract to kill a griffin.
Seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
Alright. Getting a little bit of lag there.
Hey.
Just have to, oops. Wait for the game to adjust, I suppose. And I do apologize once more for how dark the previous video was. And as I said in the note I left on it, I adjusted the gamma, so what you guys are seeing should be a good bit brighter now. Now, what's this? It's a wooden signpost. What was so special about that wooden signpost that you had to interrupt my gameplay? I mean, I can understand if the tutorials are on, but I specifically turned those off. Roach, what are you doing? Come on, let's go.
Faster.
Alright, let's see.
Medeta. Estrat Esen Novigrad.
Trying to remember, how do I track? Oh, space, track quest. So, actually, I can just do it here. That'll work. Which one is? Alright, this one looks
Roach.
Closer. Ask the herbalist about buckthorn.
Not so fast, Roach.
Okay. Let's see what this guy's all about.
What happened?
Monsters! Monsters from the swamp! Folk said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump, I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher, hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you. I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me, I beg you.
Little box.
Fine, I'll go. Let you know if I find that box.
One thing I do want to point out about this game is that it looks good from a distance, but if ever you manage to see some of the littler details up close, it shows its flaws. So, I'm gonna go ahead and sidetrack on this quest. Oh, I remember now. V for tracking different parts of the quest. Alright, so...
Move it!
So if we backtrack this way, this would be the area where the cart left the road. Use the Witcher senses. And I haven't really spoken on the Witcher senses yet, but objects highlighted in yellow are, generally speaking, points of interest. And then objects highlighted in red are related to a specific quest. Now, oh, how did that happen? I went right past the investigation area. Goodness. So it's not over here. It's probably on the other side here. Oh, look at that.
Cart tracks. Rode off into the swamp.
Okay. Aha. See, I do eventually have to go this way. I just need to do the events in sequence. So I was in the right place, just at the wrong time. We got some bees there. And
Here's
of
the
course,
cart.
now that I have to investigate this area, the enemies become bolder.
Carts riddled with arrows. Interesting. I should take a look around.
I'm gonna go ahead and take care of
What
these
now,
drowners.
you piece of filth?
Alright. Drowners taken care of. Except for this one over here. Ugly things. Drowner brain is important. I need drowner brain as one of the ingredients for the swallow potion, which regenerates health. My gosh, this
Carts riddled with arrows.
this game is almost a joke on the easy difficulty setting, but as I said, I wanted this playthrough to go smoothly with minimal
Must be that
reloads.
box he mentioned. Splattered with blood. Human blood.
Look around the cart for evidence of the attack.
An arrow. Didn't mention this. Square in the neck. Good shot. Either the merchant's got serious memory problems, or he's lying.
Alright. Return the box to the merchant. Let's go, Roach.
Come on, Roach. Slow now.
Oh, and you find the box?
Alright,
Know what? Be right back.
honestly, every time that I have done this
Bard's
quest...
tale begins near White Orchard.
Oh my
with
gosh,
dear
did I just
friend
load?
Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few
I did
steps
just load. Oh, thankfully, we are right where we need to be. Now save, because I'd like to see what both of these paths do.
Oh, and you find the box?
Usually I pick the top one, but I want to see what the second one does.
A little wet, but intact.
At last, fortune smiles my way. Yours as well, Witcher. Here, the gold I promised you. Happy trails now.
Alright, so I received 20 crowns and 25 experience points. Now, if instead I go
This bard's tale
and call him
begins
out on
near
his
White
lies,
Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
oops.
Oh, and you find...
Yeah, found your priceless chest. And someone who looks an awful lot like a cart driver with an arrow through his neck. No dryads in these swamps, and never known a drowner or a water hack to use a bow. So lacking any other suspects, I'm guessing.
Watch out! Behind you!
There's nothing behind me. I'm a witcher, I'd have heard it. Just like I can hear your heart, which is pounding, like a liar's. Best hope you're a better rider than you are a liar.
Oh boy. So, simply giving him the box.
Not your lucky day.
Simply giving him the box is 20 crowns and 25 experience points. Now, I want to see how this compares.
Gotta get him out of here.
I'm not sure why the ground was black right there.
Wake up. See? Can't run from the truth. Not even on horseback. Now who are you, and why'd you attack that cart?
Private First Class John Gilmer, Temerian 6th Division, 2nd Regiment. Disbanded, but still active. Underground, in the woods. That was a medical transport. I'd be damned if it reached the Black Ones. And the medicine, our lads could use it too. We've many ill among us. You let me go, and they might live and fight once more for a free North.
Let's see what the Nilfgaardians pay.
I'm taking you to the Nilfgaardians. You're a murderer, not a soldier.
And you're a traitor. There's a scaffold out there with your name on it.
Hey, soldier. Waiting on a late transport by any chance?
What? Yes. Corporal Lifnitz set out to command headquarters for medicine. He has yet to return, though he was due back several days ago.
Medicine's here, in this box. And this is a 3-in-1. Liar, thief, and your corporal's murderer.
Plow yourself, mutant.
Captain Peter will see to him. And you, Nordling, deserve our thanks. The medication will not save our men's lives, but will ease their dying.
And what's the reward? Actually, I don't know. Usually it's the yellow replies that advance the conversation, while these are optional.
Your soldiers falling sick? What with?
I do not know. I do not ask. Those who take an interest are usually sent straight to the front.
Okay, I was right to do that.
Gotta say, I was kind of counting on a tangible token of gratitude. A golden, clinky one, in fact.
I thought you acted from conviction, not greed. But if that is not the case, here. So you'll remember and tell others that Nilfgaard is generous with those who serve it willingly.
Ten experience points. 30 crowns. Okay, so less experience points than I would have liked, but I did get 10 more crowns out of it. Now, this is one thing I like about this game so much. That guy is, you could say he's fighting for his homeland, which is occupied by the Nilfgaardians right now. These guys, these Nilfgaardians, are invaders.
Stop!
So, on the one hand, he's trying to help his men who are resisting the invaders. But on the other hand, it could be argued that a sneak attack on a transport like that is not an act of war, it's a cowardly murder. And that is one of the things I love about this game. It's not morally concrete, it can be ambiguous. There often is no clear-cut right or wrong answer. So in this case, I chose to go with the option.
Come on. Oh,
That gave me
move
the
it.
higher profit margin. Talk to this herbalist about the buckthorn. I love how I can just walk in.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Why is she wearing yoga pants? Why do yoga pants exist in this universe? Also, in the previous Let's Play, Vesemir asked for vodka. I don't know. I don't know. This is supposed to be an alternate universe.
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in the skull. Nothing my Bruce can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, a peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
And that is another moral dilemma. Give her a peaceful death, or risk giving her a painful death, but with the risk of the painful death also comes the chance of recovery.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
No, he does not look out for their welfare. Nilfgaard values order.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who's spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
And I do want to apologize for the hitches and the slow-moving textures. Bear in mind, I'm not just playing this game, I am also recording my gameplay, so the hard drive has to both stream the textures and write what is being played to disk at the same time, which is resulting in some delays, but overall it's not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and get this buckthorn, and then I'll go ask the hunter where he found the bodies. And I still think it's ridiculous that a horse can't swim. I mean, really? Come on. Get away from these fishing nets. Alright. Buckthorn. What's that? Alright, there's the buckthorn. That was easy. I'll do the frying pan quest.
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own. Standing at the window, peering at the goings-on. He must have been. 'Cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. I sees he ain't listening, just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. He's right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Interesting. What happened then?
Before dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come on, only the first fella left. Locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him, and me pan. 'Twere old, black with soot, not worth much, I suppose, but I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow. Well, that he's lying there.
Right. Because a monster-slaying witcher has time to spend hunting down old widows' frying pans.
Never
Sure.
taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case.
Hey, old widow. While I'm in here, I'm gonna loot all your stuff, because that's what I do.
A corpse. Explains the stench.
Fork-tail decoction.
His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing. His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
Documents. Almost entirely burnt. A few pieces still legible.
Found the pan, have ye?
You quit going on about your pan. Bloody hell.
Ah, the priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it. To make ink, write letters.
Found the pan, have ye?
Yes, I found your bloody pan. But I'm not done looting your stuff. I think I got everything. Oh, what's that?
Cracked monocle. Interesting.
Found the pan, have ye?
Oh my gosh. Stop asking about your pan. Bloody.
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, son, for the road. Fry up the nose.
Alright, so what did I get? 10 experience points. Okay, every little helps. 5 baked apples. 5 bread. 5 apple juice. Actually, those items, those food items, are very good at regenerating health. So, got some food that I otherwise might have had to pay a good bit for. And I also got a few experience points, so I'd say it was worth it. Yes.
Good woman, is this the road to Vizine?
Oop, there we go. Ask the hunter where he found the bodies. And, if you'll, pardon me. Alright, see that purple plant I'm standing next to? Look at it. See how simple it is. That's what I was talking about earlier. This game looks good if you don't look too close. Look too closely, the illusion vanishes.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting.
Use your Witcher senses to find the hunter. Okay.
Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Alright, so now I get to follow a trail. Bada bing, bada boom.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
I'm going to try an experiment here. I originally had NVIDIA Hairworks turned off in the interest of higher frame rates, but I'm going to see what I get with it turned on, because that low quality
Since the
hair
war started,
just
soldier on the
bugging me.
march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow.
Wow.
But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies, but they just won't die, because they're clever. More so than foxes. And they hate men. Too late. Attacked another one.
Oh my gosh. You can see the difference in his hair now. Wow, that really does bring the frame rate down. Reason being, that's thousands of individual strands of hair, all with anti-aliasing applied, and it takes tremendous processing power. Without the anti-aliasing, they would look horrible.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
Let's go.
So, can you show me where you found the Nilfgaardians?
Oh my
Griffin, know
gosh.
anything about it?
Not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
So it's having to render this dense forest in addition to the hair on Geralt. And oh my gosh, this herky-jerky frame rate is giving me a headache. Since I last played The Witcher, most of my games that I've played have been at a pretty steady 60 frames per second. So it's really hard for me to go back to this herk and jerk right here. So now that's better. Still a little bit low, but that can be attributed to recording the gameplay session plus displaying what's on screen at the same time. Here we are.
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
Nothing to mourn, they were Nilfgaardians.
Nothing to mourn. They were Nilfgaardians.
They were lads, like ours, just clad in black plate. Good hunting now.
I hate to say it, but he's right. Some of these Nilfgaardians, they were probably just following orders.
Ground's black, saturated with blood.
Let's see, what else can I find? Oops.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. A camp.
Oops. I should have my Witcher senses engaged. That would help. Ah.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Oh well. Oops. Loot is always nice. Linen. Oh, come on. Let me out of here. Really? Come on. Alright. It's kind of funny. I'm following a trail backwards. So, what I'm probably going to do is, since this has been fairly lengthy already, I'm going to go ahead and complete the quest where I kill the Griffin, and then I'll call it good for this video.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least. Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Bones. Horse. Dog. Human. A few months' worth. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done what I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Talk to Vesemir. Let's see. In this case, I'm gonna put a marker here at the broken bridge. Goodness, I forget what they're called. A waypoint. I'll put a waypoint at the broken bridge marker. There. Oops. And we fast travel to White Orchard. By the way, what's a lot of fun is annoying the guards. Hello.
Calm down, Nordling.
Good man. Whose field is that, the other side of the river?
By the wood.
Boy clinics.
You know, as amazing as this game is, it really, really breaks the immersion for me when oh, Vesemir. I thought he would be sitting at that table here.
Ours is a decent village.
Well, maybe not. Maybe he's waiting outside. There he is. Okay.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun.
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
Near a century old, he still gets the women.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witches? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Got some buckthorn.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
I like it. These guys, they talk like people who've known each other for a long time. They have history. One of the great things about this game, you connect with the characters. There's real substantive story elements. Not like certain other games. Skyrim! Anyway.
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
Alright, time to set the trap.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Okay, so, before I do this,
Barbarians.
I want to check up with that herbalist. So, that's the herbalist, so... Herbalist? Is that the herbalist's hut? No, that's a big rock. Yeah, good thing I looked. I was going in the completely opposite direction. So I want to check out this herbalist, see what she has for sale, because I think that if I have the coin for it, I might even be able to sell some things I don't need.
Yes?
If I have the coin for it.
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
I'd really like to make some potions. I need swallow. Let's see, swallow. I need 5. Let's see, 1 dwarven spirit, 5 celandine, and I only have 30. Ouch, 37. All right, what would an herbalist take? What, ghoul's blood? So that's 32. I'll sell all the ghoul's blood. I can't think of an immediate use for that. Lunar shards. Alchemist powder. Alcohest. How much does the celandine cost? So I'd need... Okay, I'll at least buy the celandine. And, oh. A single dwarven spirit is very expensive. I don't have any dwarven spirit. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll have to rely on food for this fight.
Farewell.
I can find plenty of dwarven spirit later on just exploring. But I'm gonna have to rely on food to regenerate my health if this griffin does any serious damage. I'm not anticipating too much trouble due to the easy difficulty I'm playing on, but honestly, you never know.
Faster.
It helps to be prepared. There he is.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Let's kill this griffin.
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
Cower.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Here it comes.
Hear that? It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait. Take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
Haha, gambling.
How about that? Always lectured us on the evils, but you're a gambler yourself.
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill.
He's just like, hush.
Watch out!
For this particular segment, I have to turn on Airworks. These monsters look fantastic with Hairworks on. Alright.
It's about to dive!
Need Ard. Come on, Griffin. Come on. Ha!
It's fast! Don't let it get away!
Let's see. Crossbow. And a lot of good the crossbow did. Ah, there's Roach. Come here, Roach. Yeah!
Move it!
My goodness, I remember playing this on Story and Sword. I had a hard time with this Griffin. Come on, you. Almost got it. All right.
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
For example?
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffins, head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Alright, take a trophy from this thing. There we go. Alright everyone, that concludes this video. Thank you once again for checking out my channel. If you enjoyed what you see here, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I am your host, the Curious Wanderer. I will see you on the next adventure. Happy gaming, everyone.